Good morning. How's everybody today? So, I am hopping on to Facebook Live to accomplish several things at one time. So, here's the deal. Haven't been on in a while, so wanted to go live because every single day I'm thinking, hey, what can I talk about on Facebook Live? What should I be doing? And stuff like that. So, I'm starting fresh this morning, getting it going, and also recording a podcast. So, today's Facebook Live will end up being a podcast episode as well. So there are a couple of things, a couple of topics I want to dive into with you this morning. So it's about your focus, and also, are we waiting for other people to approve us before we pursue our goals, before we pursue our dreams, the things that we have been wanting to do? Are we waiting for someone else's approval? So, my name is Tiffany Parson, and you're watching and listening to The Business of Being a Virtual Assistant. This is episode number 134. So let's dive into your focus. Are you focused on building your dream, and specifically on building your virtual assistant business? It's very easy to get caught up into all the hype of starting a business, but when you get down to the nuts and bolts of it, it can be hard. Not because the building is hard, but because everything that goes on in here, in our mind, can trip us up. So once you've decided, hey, I'm going to pursue this thing, I'm going to pursue my goals, I'm going to pursue my dreams, it's like all of a sudden, those things that were lying dormant, that weren't bothering you before, obstacles I'm talking about, that weren't in your way because you weren't doing anything, you weren't causing an interruption, you weren't challenging the norm, the status quo for yourself. But the minute you make the decision to do something different from everybody else, it's like obstacles start waking up and want to pop their head up in front of you to keep you from accomplishing your goal. Expect them. Be on the lookout for them. This is why it's so important for us to be focused no matter what. Last night, I made a list of all the things that I wanted to get done this morning before I headed out to the gym. So I wrote a list. It's a very short list and a very small window of time that it all has to get done. So I woke up this morning very focused and intentional to get it all done, and recording this podcast was one of them. And so because of that list, because I'm focused on what I have to do, any obstacle that pops up, I am like, hit. It has got to get done no matter what. And that's how you have to be about your dreams. You can't just, it's great to sit around and think about, oh, what would life be like if I were pursuing my dreams, or if I were on a beach, or, all my bills were taken care of. It's easy to think about the what ifs. But after you've thought about the what ifs, it's time to get down and dirty and making it happen. What are your goals? What are your objectives to get those things done? If every day is a dream, then when are you living? When are you pursuing? When are you, in the mix and pushing towards it, knocking out those things that want to get in your way of you achieving it? As long as everything is in your mind and you're just thinking about it, you don't pose a threat. But the minute you take a step towards that thing you've been dreaming about, now you become a threat. So when stuff pops up to get in your way, don't think about, oh, why me? Why is this, happening to me? It's happening to you because you took a step. If everything is cool all the time, then something's wrong. You're not moving forward towards your dreams, your goals. If you've been chilling for the past couple of months and there's no interruptions and smooth sailing, I would really be concerned. Time to get busy. Now, this shifts us right into the other thing, and that's whose approval are you waiting for to tell you it's okay to do it? If you're expecting the people that are really close to you to tell you, yes, it's okay to start your business. Do not, how can I say this? It may not happen. So if it doesn't happen, don't be disappointed, okay? Don't be disappointed. They may not be thinking that way because of what their own life is like. It is your life, your goals, your dreams. It's all yours. And because you have that desire and that dream, that's enough. You don't need a pat on the shoulder to complete a course, to get a certificate. Move forward. Move forward. That's it. You have it in you. You have the desire. You know, there are things that you want to do and things that you don't want to do. For me, you know, once I got the unction, the urge, the strong desire to want to work from home, that was like my focus. That's what I wanted to do. And then to have my own business, to do things on my own time, that became my focus. I didn't want to be a doctor. That was not my focus. And if someone had said, oh, you're going to be a doctor, well, that's not me. That's not my focus. If someone's trying to fit you into their mold, their box, and you're uncomfortable, it's tight, it's the wrong box. It's the wrong path. You shouldn't even be in the box, right? You know, it's graduation season, and you know, a lot of people are graduating high school and college and all these different things. And for college students, you know, I can remember graduating and thinking, you know, oh, now I'm going out into the world. And it was disappointing. The world was disappointing to graduate and be excited and then have to go to work and be in a box. The initial first 6 months, I would say, was fine. I was excited. I had a desk, I had a phone, I had a computer. Oh, we get to go hang out for lunch. But after a few months, that wore off quickly because that was it. That was the peak. You know, it's like, really, I went to school just for this? There's got to be more. There has to be more than this. But everybody was doing it. And for those that didn't have a box yet, people were wondering, when are you going to get your box? Or better yet, when are you going to get your job? You know, because they don't say box. That's how you know when something's not for you. You're looking for the more. You're like, this is it. Don't wait for other people's approval for something that you've been wanting to do. It's in your heart. You desire it. It's a pure desire. God placed it in you. He didn't place it in you so someone else could, you know, wave their magic wand over you and say, yes, wish granted. No, it's already in there. And everything you need, you have it. Everything you need, you have it. Sure, there are things to learn, but you have the capability to learn them. So don't let anyone take you off your focus. You don't need anybody's approval. When you take the step and an obstacle happens, you know you're moving in the right direction. So thank you so much for this quick podcast episode. I wanted to get it in. I just, mainly wanted to let you know, keep pursuing. Don't just be a researcher and looking into it and finding out, because you won't find all the answers. A lot of the answers are in taking a step. A lot of the answers are in actually doing it. So anyway, this was a live recording of my podcast, The Business of Being a Virtual Assistant. So if you're catching the live at the end, this was a recording of a live podcast. And I thank you so much for taking the time out to stop with your scrolling and to take a listen. And for those of you that will be watching on YouTube and also listening on iTunes or Stitcher or directly on the website, thank you again for listening. You are awesome. And for those of you that are commenting, I'll tell you a big secret. I cannot see, okay? My glasses are over here to my right. And as soon as I hit finish on this Facebook Live, I will comment. So thanks so much. Have a wonderful day. And I've got the rest of my stuff on my list, my short list, before I head to the gym. So y'all take care. I'll see you later.